Floss Tube. My name is Lacey. Welcome to my channel, Lacey Makes. This is my very first Floss Tube, so please bear with me. It'll be real awkward. I wanted to create a Floss Tube channel so I could talk to you guys about all my stitching, and I do a little bit of quilting. So yeah, I love watching Floss Tube. Everybody on here is so fun to watch, and I love how talented everybody is, and I love to get my finishing inspirations on Floss Tube. So a little bit about me. I'm 34. I live in Southwest Missouri, about 45 minutes from Branson, if that gives you a little bit of an idea. I have 3 kids. I've got 2 older boys and a little girl who's 6. My older boys are 14 and 12. I've been married for, it'll be 14 years in August. I've been stitching for about 7 years. When I first started stitching, I didn't stitch very much because I would only do one pattern here and there, and it would get put aside for a while, and then I wouldn't ever finish it. Here in the last couple of years, I have been almost religiously stitching every day. And then I found Priscilla and Chelsea on Floss Tube, and I started actually finishing things. So they are my finishing inspiration, as I'm sure they are with a bunch of you guys. So sorry, I've covered up my notes. What I stitch on is 14 count Aida. I haven't ventured into even weave or anything like that. I have tried stitching on even weave. I just like my 14 count Aida. It's just easy, and this is a hobby, so if it's not easy, I don't want to do it. So I tea coffee dye all of my Aida. I did start RIT dyeing a couple weekends ago. I did my first RIT dye, and it turned out awesome. I love the way it turned out. So other than that, I'll stitch on black, and that's about it. I stitch in hand. If I have a bigger project, I'll put it on Q-snaps, but I don't do a lot of huge projects. I have a couple whips that are huge and on Q-snaps, but other than that, I like to stitch in hand because it's quicker. Okay, well, let's start with some previous finishes. I still have all my spring decorations out. I always keep my spring up till Memorial Day weekend, and then I switch to my patriotic stuff. So my first previous finish is Hello Spring by Stitching with the Housewives. And I put it on the tin that they put them on. And then I made this little bow. I'm still new to bow making, so they're not great, but they work. So there's a pattern. Hello Spring. I used all the called for floss, and I stitched it on 14 count Aida. And then my next finish is Crunch, also by Stitching with the Housewives, on that same tin. And then my bow, the little carrot. And I mount my stitching on sticky board. I put a layer of batting in between my stitching and the sticky board, and then I'll put just whatever fabric I want to use on the sticky board also. And then this is attached with magnets. Yeah, it's really cute. And then my Michaels only had these 2 tins. They didn't have the other cute ones, but I was lucky to get the 2 I got, because after that, I didn't ever find them again. But there's the pattern for that one. And then my third previous finish is Penelope and Pete, also a Stitching with the Housewives pattern. And I finished her on some gray tea coffee dyed 14 count Aida. And then I put her on some blue check gingham fabric. And then this is a board that I got at Walmart. And then I made her A little bow with some carrots also. I'm so happy that Priscilla and Chelsea are doing these patterns because they're so cute. And then my last previous finish is I finished it into an ornament, but it's one of the free patterns that a lot of designers are doing right now for the hashtag Be Well. A lot of designers put out some free patterns. So this is by Shannon Christine Designs, and I got it off of her Instagram. I think it's just on her Instagram and you can go print it off. This little bunny in his little truck with his flowers, he's so cute. And I made him into a ornament for my Easter tree. The little bow and the little chocolate bunny. Yeah, he's really cute. Okay, so for recent finishes, this week I finished Bless Our Home by Country Cottage Needleworks. I hope my lighting's not orange. It looks a little orange to me. I'll have to figure something else out for next time maybe. But I did it on 14 count tea coffee dyed Aida. And I used Priscilla's floss conversions. So I used all of her floss except for the green, and it is Steamed Broccoli by Classic Colorworks. I think it's a little dark, but it wasn't dark enough for me to rip it out and put something else in. But I love it. I have a finish idea for this, and I can't wait to do that. And then my last finish this week is Spring Tulips by Stitchin' with the Housewives. And I'm gonna have to put this on another magnet because my one magnet just isn't strong enough. But I put it on, this is a $5 frame from Walmart. And then I got this chicken wire fabric from Fat Quarter Shop and this gingham from Fat Quarter Shop. I pretty much copied this exactly from Priscilla. And I stitched it on 14 count tea coffee dyed Aida, and I just put it on the magnet, but it's heavy enough. I've got to put a second magnet on there. So yeah. And this was in the Primitive Punch Needle and Stitching magazine, the spring issue. So yeah, that was all my finishes. Whips. So my whips, I usually try to do the days of the week hashtags on Instagram. So Santa Sunday, Merry Monday, Witchy Wednesday, Fall Friday, and Stars and Stripes Saturday. I'm not really into Christmas right now. So I've been stitching a lot of spring stuff, and now that it's kind of getting over, I'm switching to patriotic stuff. So instead of Christmassy type stuff, I'm doing that instead. So I started the Truckin' Along series. I signed up for the Fat Quarter Shop is doing a club where you can get the pattern, the fabric, and the floss, and they ship it to you monthly. So I did that, and then I started, and I've worked on this a couple of days, so this isn't just one day of stitching, it's several days of stitching. And that's on the 14 count chalkboard that comes with the club. And then I also started the What's in My Cup Farmhouse series. I started Wake Up. And I did all the called for colors on black 14 count Aida. And then for Witchy Wednesday, I started a brand new pattern. I got this pattern several years ago on Etsy. It's Crafty Like a Fox on Etsy. And this is Fran and Frankie. You're so cute. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday, and I love to stitch for Halloween too. And decorate for Halloween, it's my favorite. But this is just on gray tea coffee dyed Ada. So I got a little start on that. And then I also worked on Celebrate Spring by Madame Chantilly. I was really sad about this one because I Rit dyed some Ada, and I did rose quartz Rit dye, and it turned out gorgeous. So I started this on here, but you can't see the white. And then I put the pinks up next to it also, and they disappear too. So I quit stitching it on here, and I'll rip those stitches out so I can reuse that fabric. And I restarted it on Historic Beige. And this is a fabric flare fabric. It's just called Historic Beige. And then instead of doing bright white, I picked out a grungier DMC white. But otherwise, I'm using all the other called for floss, and it's all DMC floss for that pattern. And then for Fall Friday, I did Halloween on the Farm by Kathy Barrick. I love the stack of pumpkins and animals. They're so cute. And then on Saturday, for Stars and Stripes Saturday, I started a brand new chart. And this is Star Spangled Swine Farm by Hands On Design. And this is a chalk piece that Priscilla drew for them, and they turned into cross stitch. I love these. This is the first one I've started. I am going to do Mania for the first time ever this year, and I'm going to go big and do all 31 days. And I have all the other 3 patterns in my Mania for starts. But this is how far I got on it. And instead of black, I put it on, this is denim Rit dye that I then tea coffee dyed afterwards. And I just used Priscilla and Chelsea's Rit dye tutorial on their YouTube channel. But I really love this color, and I hope, I put the floss on top of it, and it all, I think, will look really pretty. So that's what I did yesterday for Stars and Stripes Saturday, and I will probably work on it a little bit more today also, because I'm really hooked on it. I do have a little bit of haul. With Mania coming up, I placed a ginormous floss order from 123 Stitch. I think I spent $150 on floss. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, I couldn't let them travel alone, so I got Patriotic Row. And this is a Bent Creek. I love that so much. And then I got Rise and Shine by Scissortail Designs. And that was all I got from there. And then I also went online and got on Etsy, and I ordered from Needle Case Goodies. I thought with the crazy times we're in right now, I wanted to support some smaller businesses. So I got some Mania charts there that I want to start during Mania. So I got Liberty Hill Farm from Silver Creek Sampler. And then I got Pumpkin Hollow Farms by Little House Needleworks. And then I also got Remember Me by Birds of a Feather. And I think I ordered these charts plus some floss on Monday, and I had them on Wednesday. It was ridiculous how quickly they got to me, so I really appreciate that. And I got those from Needle Case Goodies on Etsy. All right, so thanks everybody for hanging out with me for my very first floss tube. I hope it wasn't too cringy. Hopefully, I'm really worried that my lighting is orange, but whatever, we'll worry about that later. Like I said, I am gonna do Mania for the first time. So hopefully, I wanted to do these every 2 weeks, but I think I'll do one every week during Mania, just so you can see my progress. I did get the cross stitch journal to keep track of my Mania projects from Fat Quarter Shop. So that was fun to put them all in there. You can follow me on Instagram. I am at Lacey Makes. I hope you guys come over, and I try to post every day what I stitched on, and I also quilt a little bit. So I put that on there too. I hope you guys keep coming back and hanging out with me. So anyway, thanks. Bye guys.